Alright, our next problem wants us to compute the volume of a solid formed by the region bounded by the graphs y equals sine of x, y equals cosine of x, and our bounds are going to be, these are also our limits, by the way. They're given to us, pi over 4, and we are rotating about y equals -2, and it wants us to use any method of our choosing, whether that be shell, washer, or disk method. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and graph these two functions. First, I will graph the sine function. The sine function is going to start at 0, kind of go up, and then back down, and it'll just keep kind of doing that, doing its sine wave. And our cosine graph is going to do the opposite. Just like that. Now it's bounded between 0 and pi over 4. Now we know that the first peak of the sine graph is pi over 2. So half of that is pi over 4. Looks like the problem wants us to look right here. Now we're going to be rotating around the line y equals 2 or -2. So the integral for this is going to look like 0 to pi over 4, 2 plus cosine x squared minus 2 plus sine x squared dx. Distributing those squares is going to give us, I'm going to take this pi out of the integral, and that is going to leave us with 4 plus 4 cosine x plus cosine squared x minus 4 plus 4 sine x plus sine squared x dx. And if we distribute the negative in the middle, we will actually cross out our 4's. Our new integral is 0 to pi over 4. 4 cosine x minus 4 sine x plus cosine squared x plus sine squared x dx. Now we're almost done, but before we move on, we're going to use a trigonometric identity that we should all know. Cosine squared x plus sine squared x is the same as saying cosine of 2x. So we're going to go ahead and rewrite that. For cosine x minus 4 sine x plus cosine of 2x. That just makes our lives a lot easier when integrating and evaluating limits after integration. Now we're going to go ahead and integrate, so it'll be pi times 4 sine x plus 4 cosine x plus sine of 2x over 2 evaluated at 0, evaluated from 0 to pi over 4. Yep. Now if we just scroll down, we can keep going and evaluate it at the limits, so it'll be pi times 4. Sine of pi over 4 is going to be square root of 2 over 2 from the unit circle, plus 4 square root of 2 over 2, same with cosine, plus sine of 2 pi over 4 over 2 is just going to be 1/2. And now the only thing on the other side that we need to worry about is, so sine gives us 0 at 0, cosine gives us 1 at 0, which would be 4. It's on the other side, so we're minusing it. Minus 4, and sine of 2, 0 over 2 is also 0, so I can just take away that parenthesis, so it's just leave it like this. And simplifying this further, we're going to go ahead and simplify this to pi times 4 square root of 2 over 2 plus 4 square root of 2 over 2 again, minus 3.5. This is going to give us pi times 8 square root 2 over 2 minus 7 over 2, which will then give us pi times 4 square root of 2 minus 7 over 2, which the final answer is going to be 4 pi square root of 2 minus 7 pi over 2. This is our final answer for this problem.